yourself, Audrey. You're still...
Oh, hey, Wilson, your good eye's gone.
The keepers can be relentless to strangers. But
And also, you somehow look dirtier.
As long as I'm with you, you're safe now.
You did this to me. You brought me here. Turned me into this thing. This doesn't make sense. I've never done anything to you.
Open your eyes and look around you. None of this makes sense. Drawn walls, nightmarish creatures.
Anybody else getting Half-Life 2 vibes with G-Man on the train?
That died out almost 30 years ago.
Because that's what I'm getting right now.
Fiction. Utter nonsense. And
That's all I can think is, wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
Reality, guided by its master's pen. The foundation for a new...
Just half expecting this man to say, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
We can release out there. But first,
Does this man just have a jar of ink?
be controlled, made safe. These things, these angels and demons, are they really life? Or are they just stains? Old mistakes.
Well, that's kind of a weird way of looking at it, considering all of them are sentient.
For newer, greater things.
What do you want from me?
It's like he sees the entire ink world as just an object that he can control.
Saved my father's life.
What?
This is our start. We'll talk more once we're safely inside.
And honestly, the first time I heard the whole save my father's life thing, all I could think is, God damn, you are fucking old. How old is your dad that you need to save? Like, this man looks like he'd be in his 60s, like late 60s, early 70s minimum. He's like, I have to save my dad. That's like, God damn. Your dad 90? Like, what you trying to save, a skeleton? Oh yeah, we have our pipe. Why it's down here? I don't know. But we got our pipe.
As safe as it once was.
Signal towers are nearby. Abilities have been disabled. Yeah, I can't port right now, so. Yeah, choke him out. Except, probably not good. At least the searchers aren't trying to kill me currently, so we can deal with that.
This woman has become the
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice.
What did you say?
Nothing.
The problem I have with Wilson is that he's so overtly weird, creepy, just oozes evil that the whole I need to save my dad is like, what? Like, it comes out of left field and you're just like, why do I feel like you're full of shit? Oh wait, it's probably because you are full of shit. Like, if you really needed to save your dad, and if you're actually a good person, why in the fuck would you just force someone into this? That makes zero sense. Like, no person that needs help is going to force someone else into the helping them. I mean, unless something is forcing their hand. But you're still not going to get as good of help if you force someone into it. Like, they're not going to be as involved, they're not going to be as motivated, they're not going to give a shit if you force them into helping. Like, that's just not how it works.
do you like my
Like, I get the whole better to ask forgiveness than permission kind of approach, but that's not really the case here. But still, it's like, yeah, if I'm forced to help someone, I'm probably not going to want to as much. Like, I'd probably still help, but obviously, you're kind of an asshole. What's up, dollface? And I don't mean that as in like a slang term for lady, but literally you have a doll face, so.
And now, my dear, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to prepare. We'll talk later, I promise. Besides, you must be very tired.
Oh, super tired. Yeah, absolutely. Yawning right now.
We'll show you to your room,
Though it is technically 4 a.m., so.
among other things.
You never actually killed the ink demon.
Look at him,
No
being all slayer of demons and shit.
to destroy. So we sealed him away, trapped him in a different form, one that was smaller.
You know, I had the same question even though I've beaten this game at this point.
Prison
How did Wilson come into this world and end up beating Bendy in power? Like,
soon enough.
Big Bendy is basically a fucking god in this world. Like, he is the end-all be-all.
One more thing.
How did Wilson
Why did
come
you
here
ask?
and do all that?
Would you have believed me?
Come along.
Yeah, and they try that bullshit, but it's like,
This way now.
you definitely still could have. But yeah, how did Big Bendy lose to Wilson?
You're here at
Like,
last.
they treat Big Bendy like he is some omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent god,
Standing in
and
the
Wilson,
south wing.
this
Wilson's laboratory is down.
creepy ass 75-year-old man, comes in and somehow beats him in his own world? Like,
The ink
I find that a little hard to believe.
ever since
I get Wilson made the searchers and stuff, but
height.
how did they capture Big Bendy?
By now.
How did they do any of this stuff with Big Bendy? And I get there's like a Deus Ex Machina thing with the whole generators thing that turned Bendy into Little Bendy, but how did they get those? Like, how did those get here? How did he, like, where did they come from? I get there's another note later that says he like stole them, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Not very often I have guests to look after.
Like, did he bring them into the cartoon world? Like,
Either can't
how exactly does that work?
see mad.
Like, did he actually just take this technology? Like, is he a cartoon? What the fuck exactly is Wilson? Is he supposed to be an actual person? I mean, I wouldn't think he is because this is like the cartoon world, right?
Room. Oh, just perfect. I sorted
But what
everything
exactly
detailed.
is
So this
Wilson
room,
in the
bathroom
end?
is on the left. Sorry about the stains. I did try my best to get them out.
Whatever you say, Betty. And we got all this stuff, but we can read it here in a second.
Have any questions?
Is it always night here?
It's always dark, if that's what you mean. For as long as I can remember.
Are you very...
I do find her design kind of interesting, though. She's just like
Quite new.
blank face, but has like it drawn on.
The way I was supposed to. One in a
I would assume it's
long
probably just a mask and she has like a mouth and stuff underneath. Maybe, possibly. Either that or her face is just a pure ink blob, but
Trust Wilson?
it would be interesting.
This is the realm of the ink demon. The shadow hangs over us all. I don't trust anyone. But Wilson takes care of me.
It's kind of funny she doesn't even trust her own creator.
He once said I remind him of something he called his mother. Tell me, is that a good thing where you two are from?
I'm not sure.
Technically?
Well, no matter. Now, I was told to make sure you get some sleep once you got here. So get nice and comfy.
Betty is quite an old name, though, so I guess that would fit with the whole Wilson being old as shit.
my own recipe. Works very fast. Just follow the instructions. Carefully.
Thanks, Betty.
Of course.
But why in God's name would I take a sleeping medicine?
I'm always up.
Just weird. Okay, anyways, this long-ass book. Yeah, I read through this once before, but if you want to read it, just pause it, because it is a long-ass book. So, I'll just pause, or I'll just go through for like 2 seconds at a time, and yeah, you can go ahead and pause it, because this is a long-ass read. If you do want to read it, it can be kind of funny, so it's not the worst read. Again, I read it the entirety of the last time, but yeah, it's just a lot to read. Need to go find a damn Gilson, though. Which actually, we can read these books too. Chapter 7, Spatial Displacement of Unknown Elements. Let us imagine a long wire stretching between 2 points in known time. We will call this length of time the euphonic base, for here we can dispel all needs of societal normacy and all typically understood junctions of the world we know as the present. Once the euphonic base is achieved, it creates a shared understanding that there must be space around the wire. That is not the wire itself. This space, a Cromley vacuum, could be in itself a host to many wires, running in as many directions as we can perceive, using a vessel of flow, a flux break, or we can escape from our wire to another wire. This allows us to not just reveal these alternate timescapes, but command them with a larger understanding of their existence. Further still, in theory, we can bring elements of one world into another, displacing matter into a new state regardless of the current host's wire's rules. The reality and function of the elements becomes a new euphonic base.
Nothing here.
So the whole euphonic base thing, kind of interesting. Can go more into that in a second. But Chapter 9, Simple Snacks. If you're in a hurry, like I always am, you don't have time to put together complex or large meals. Fortunately, we have some scrumptious and simple recipes that satisfy and take no time at all to prepare. People will ask how you made these so fast, and you can just sit back and smile. Saucy Cheese Buddies recipe. Take a loaf of leftover Italian bread, slice it into 4-inch strips. Lightly butter your bread strips on one side only and lay them face up on a baking sheet. Toast in your oven for 2 to 6 minutes at 400 degrees, or just until they begin to brown. Sprinkle a thick layer of mozzarella over the strips and leave them in the oven for just a minute or two to melt the cheese. Remove and serve with your favorite marinara sauce or spice things up with a little ranch dressing. Quick, easy, and super tasty. Next page, chocolate bacon soup.
This doesn't help at all.
So, basically garlic bread. Section 4, Freshwater Critters. The Yellow Perch. If you find yourself looking for hard-fighting fish that won't rip your hands, you should look no further than the common yellow perch. This freshwater fish is always quick to bite anything that they can get their jaws on. The best way to catch yourself one is work your bait, worms, minnows, or larvae, toward the bottom of the water and guide your line back up. You don't need much seasoning when it comes time to cook it either. The flavor of the yellow perch is built right in. Good eatins. The Gilson fish. This is one strange little fish that is pretty hard to come by. The Gilson is not known to be easy to catch and will ignore most bait. To make matters worse, the Gilson can move very fast, making it a rare sight. In the end, I was able to snatch me up this little guy with a very clever solution. Apparently, the Gilson is sensitive to sound vibrations and will go into shock upon hearing some sweet music. So crank up the tunes and this fish will be easy to grab. Crush up the Gilson into powder and stir it into water for a powerful soothing drink.
So, I'm looking for a fish?
So yeah, We're looking for a fish,
Gotta be one here somewhere.
which is down the way here. Ta-da! Fish. And we just so happen to have a piano. So we'll just push the piano a little closer to the fish and start cranking out the tunes.
That did it. Looks like the fish is asleep. Gotcha. You can't get away from me, you little stinker. Hello.
What an odd turn of events.
I forgot Wilson again, didn't I? And there's some already ground up in the kitchen too. I'll bring it up to your room straight away, shall I? Oh, and maybe you could put Harold back in his tank. He does so hate the dry air.
Oh, my bad, Harold. But yeah, now we have our Gilson. We can go do that. But yeah, the whole euphonic base, quantum entanglement, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm not much of a physics guy, so I don't know all of the terms, but I think they're basically trying to suggest that the cartoon universe here is an alternate timeline / dimension, and you can bleed them into each other depending.
One.
Have no idea why the hell we would ever actually drink this, but whatever. We're doing it. Kind of need to anyways. But yeah, I think they're trying to suggest that this cartoon world can bleed into the actual world, and that's how Joey had a daughter like that. And, you know, also evil Alice is back. If you're wondering who the tank was, asked if we're worthy to walk with angels, well, there you go. It was the angel herself.
Awake at last. I was almost afraid you'd miss my party. What's going on?
And we do have a bit of a puzzle here.
A little overwhelmed. It's all right, honey. I understand. It's not every day one gets to bask in the glory.
Which I do not remember the solution, so we're going to have to figure out again.
Angel? Alice, Angel, to be exact. That's who I am. Sent from above. Impending perfection.
What do you want?
Right to the chase.
I do like how psychotic she is.
Truth is, honey,
Like, she's definitely a favorite.
one of a kind.
And they definitely made her more
What I want.
Two-Face Harvey Dent looking ass in this one.
Peeled away like paper, and your insides torn out.
Like her face is almost melting off.
Custom parts, ready for my delicious harvest. And with your generous sacrifice, I'll be.
I would assume that
But for
she was also
let's have
like original in Joey's whole creation of the world, because apparently Joey sent Henry the other Alice to be his guardian and like protector, whatever the hell you want to call it.
all right, honey.
But this one was probably the original. I mean, she's also like Susie Campbell, whatever the hell.
Only be opened if you saw.
Depending on how much of that they really retconned. Like, she's based on Susie Campbell, but the other Alice is based on Allison Pendleton. So, I would assume she was the original, but Alice was sent in later.
Get it?
So she's just like psychotic and wants to kill everything, which is Joey's original intention for Henry. So, I would assume that's the case. But yeah, we need to get all of our hints from all of these people.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
So Bear and Bird are together.
Fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
The fox is not next to the bear.
Bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
So the rabbit is next to the fox, but the fox won't sit next to the bear, but the bear is next to the bird.
Rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
Wait.
Bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes.
So the bird sits next to the fox, the bear sits next to the bird, the rabbit doesn't sit next to the fox,
But he loves the playful company of the bear.
and the rabbit sits next to the bear.
This fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too
And the fox doesn't sit on the left. So the fox doesn't sit next to the rabbit. The fox doesn't sit next to the bear.
Has always hated the bear. They
So the fox has to sit next to the
each other.
bear, or the bird. He doesn't sit on the left, though. So the fox is probably the far right. Doesn't sit next to the bear. And the rabbit doesn't sit next to the bird or the fox, so the bird will sit next to the fox. The bear would sit next to the bird, like it said. And then the rabbit sits next to the bear. I think. Let me just recheck that really quick. Because the fox won't sit on the left, so he's on the right. Otherwise he can't fit anywhere.
It never sits with the bird. But he
And the rabbit's next to the bear, so he's not next to the bird. The bird is next to the fox.
Rabbit smells.
And the fox won't sit next to the rabbit, so
I couldn't see
the fox has to sit next to the bird. Because he won't sit next to the other ones.
Bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit.
And the bird is next to the fox and the bear, so that doesn't matter.
Like sitting next to the fox.
The fox has always hated the bear.
The fox isn't sitting next to the bear, he's sitting next to the bird, so that's good.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird.
And the bear is always sitting next to the bird, so we're good. That should be it. So just to double check. Yeah, fox is sitting next to the bird is sitting next to the bear is sitting next to the rabbit. And the rabbit doesn't like either the bird or the fox, so that's good. The bear likes the bird, and the fox won't sit on the left, so the rabbit has to be on the left and the fox is on the right. Well, let's see if we're right in actuality. It's all good in theory. Don't know why I would ever opt to sit back in this chair, but here we are.
Hold on tight, honey. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1.
Yep, we did it. Works for me. Sorry, boys, I win. Well, boys and girls. And we got the little generator back here so we can't teleport.
Nobody likes a party pooper.
We also got our pipe, so definitely gonna take that. Well, I'm still keeping my pipe. Anyway, might as well get a little bit of health. There's nothing we can do to teleport while that thing is around. Is there a doorway up there, or is there a doorway that I missed back out here? Oh, no, it's just the... deactivate this thing. Should be able to... Well, this is awkward. I do like Alice Angel's like cartoony design. Very simplistic, but still very cool looking. And she still never gave me my Tommy gun. Even though I did get comments saying on how to get it, which I thought was pretty cool. Because I thought it was just like a tease thing. I love how crazy she is. She's got like the back and forth in her own head kind of thing going. Need to charge this though. Yeah, help me be beautiful. Let me just shoot you.
Where did you go?
Need to charge the pipe.
Start diving, you freak of pig demon! Where did you
Here it is.
go?
And now we have all those doors open too, so that kind of helps.
You're out there!
Need to wait on the second charge of the teleport.
Gotcha! I can do this all day!
Now we can get into this room up here.
Where do you think you're going?
Kinda surprised deactivating the thing earlier would have taken the charge. Also got this.
Come out,
The dark puddles are calling. Well, they can keep calling. But I'm still stealing the sink. Definitely just going for cooldown again. Like I said, still don't think that stamina's really worth it.
Where did you go?
Because who needs stamina, really?
Just be beautiful! Help me be beautiful!
And she knocks the boxes down for us so we can go that way.
Lock the eyes in a jar! You hiding from me? It's precious!
Missed. Tried again.
Give me your inside! Where did you go? Screams of pain! Music to
Though I
me.
didn't charge my pipe, so that was an oopsie.
Oh, you're out there! You freak of pig demon! Come out wherever you are! Die! I can do this all day!
Having this thing charge really quickly is really nice, though. Like the ability, that is, not the pipe. Just feels good having it be very quick.
Where did you go? Where do you think you're
And this will be our second lock. So then we can get through that door. But she should shoot for us. If she doesn't shoot me, anyways. Might as well charge this before we go.
wherever you are?
Because we might need it for the next place. You never know.
Think you're going?
Now she knocked over all these boxes.
Stop hiding! Start dying! You freak of pig demon! You hiding from me?
Well, she only shot me in the ass a little bit.
That's it! Bleed!
Well, that's awkward.
All day!
She knows I'm here, but guess she got over it pretty quick. We can let gravity do your job. It's fine.
Final curtain, baby. Let's
I'm not your baby pal. Huh. Bitter irony. She did it again.
It's our face.
I don't know if I'd say that. She might take it.
Beautiful. Always were.
Little bit crazy, but
Why does this feel so
sure.
familiar? Are you all right, Audrey?
Alice, I cannot.
Can I take her
begin
Tommy
to
gun?
Tell you how good it is to see you. And this must be your wolf.
Tom.
Audrey, meet Tom. He's my protector. My friend.
And Tom got a little swole.
Now I understand why you don't like being called Alice.
The machine creates many of the same forms. At least on the outside. On the inside, we're all pretty different.
Well, from now on, I'm gonna call you something other than Alice. It just doesn't suit you.
Oh? What do you have in mind?
How about...
Alice 2.
It's not
Or
bad.
that.
Okay, I'll try it out. But only if you can tell me what in heaven's name you're doing in Wilson's retreat.
Wilson, I almost forgot.
You know, I had the same question the first time that I'd played through this.
Wilson's are
What the hell were they doing in Wilson's retreat? We're a long ways away from where they told us to wait.
Good enough for me.
Look, it sounds like he has a
Like,
plan to kill
what the hell are they doing
for
here?
good. And
This seems like the last place that Tom and Alice would want to be.
just
Or Tom and Allison, I guess, whatever.
Well, if it's true, you'll both need as much help as you can get. The ink demon won't go down without a fight. Tom and I will gather some of our friends.
I do like how her blade in this one, instead of just being like a generic katana, is like a half a scissors, or almost looks like a paper cutter that you'd see in like a school. Pretty interesting. You took my Tommy gun! No, well, whatever. Actually, hang on. Let me just... yoink! There we go. Now I feel better. And what's here? Beautiful people run this world. If you can have brains or talent, you may just sneak through the gates. But with a pretty face, every door opens. The crowds bow to you. They ask your name. They want you to attend. They ask you to speak. A silky voice with gorgeous lips is everyone's weak spot. I was reborn with my perfection stolen from me. To get it back, I'll rip this rotted world apart. Angels are beautiful. Angels are beautiful. Alice Angel. Whatever you say. Just don't come my way.
Prince of Peace. Must they bring us only more pain?
Ow. I can't port, that's right. Kind of forgot. As I broke my legs. Meanwhile, you can tell somebody is having a lot of fun. Yeah, we're just gonna be in here. Boom! Give that ass a smack. Worth it. Yeah, we're just gonna be in here. This is one of those really slow burn kind of parts. You just kinda have to wait. And unfortunately, the first time I played through this was also one of those really fucking janky parts. Because, this boy here, yeah, he got stuck on the wall. A lot. So I'm hoping he doesn't repeat that process. At least, not as much as he was. And it was persistent too, like after I went through his save, it happened again. Like every time. It was bad. We also can't really teleport, so gotta be mindful of that. Oh yeah, I forgot he could see me through that tiny ass gap. Yeah, the searchers aren't as blind as the beginning guys, although we do get this, so guess it's worth it. Why they spawn you where you break your legs, though? It's debatable. I'm really not sure what Wilson's whole thing is on this audio tape. He makes it sound like he's like some master of espionage, but he never really gives off that impression. It's weird. Like, he basically describes himself as like a master of disguise kind of type, but I don't know, he's like a janitor at the building. It's just weird as all hell. Yeah, this part is really annoying. Okay. Let's just do this the smart way and not the dead way. Unfortunately, the searchers are also really janky in how they work too. Because they're not like the other guys, they can see you through gaps and stuff. At least vertical gaps. They don't see you through the horizontal ones. But they're a lot more visually aware than the other ones. So we just kind of have to wait and play it softly. Even worse than the fact that this guy glitched the hell out the first time that I did it, so we may have that happen again. But the problem is, if I leave this cover too soon, then he'll see me anyways, because leaving cover can be loud. So it's like catch-22. I probably could have made it. We're just gonna get in this barrel, because I don't think I'd have enough time to flip the switch and get in the barrel. So we're just gonna play it safe. And this man will take his sweet ass time getting down here. I kind of like that they are a bit slow, but at the same time, they're like ungodly slow. Like it takes forever. Like, it gives you time to maneuver and stuff, but holy shit. It takes them forever to go through a pattern. I've also got to be careful because if I'm loud and he hears me, well, then I'm just dead. The pipe's already charged, so I don't need to worry about that. Dear Alice, I don't know if you will read these notes, but I'll keep leaving them for you. I hope someday you'll understand my words and the madness will fade from your mind. In this strange and dark place, we can find light and purpose. We are not left to just wander alone, craving beauty, power, and other meaningless things. Even the heart of someone feeling incomplete can discover joy. We're not lost. We're merely waiting to be found. We are so much alike, formed from the same mold. We're like sisters, you and me. I wish you comfort and wisdom to let your heart melt into happiness. I won't give up trying to reach you before it's too late. A friend. So, probably Alice 1 trying to reach Alice 2. It's a little sad, but, you know, we kind of know how that ended.
This music box could make a good distraction if I can fix it.
Yes, it could. But we need to fix it. So let's go do that. Also, might as well get rid of these. But if you walk on the metal beam, you don't have to worry about it. They said he killed my lord. They said the ink demon fell. They said I was a false prophet. But I say my lord lives. But I say he will return. But I say you better watch your back, Mr. Wilson. Can I get an amen? Amen. Except he won't tell me this time. Because in the first one, he's creepy as shit and just kind of talks over you and asks you if you can give him an amen. Alright. Better not set this guy off anyways. And again, we still don't have our stealth, so gotta be careful with that. Just gotta get past him real quick. Grab our clockwork key. And this is just like a little hiding area. Well, time to wait for him again. Not surprising though. Why these guys got dreadlocks on their legs? Is that their hair? It's a little weird. Although these dudes kind of remind me even more of like the lampshade enemy from Evil Within. And we're out of there. Easy enough to get around, just gotta wait. Kinda just gotta wait for this guy, too. Ooh, them's good eatins. Except, yeah, I think they're dead. And this is just like a hidey hole. It's a tall back chair. Got these two guys just kind of chilling. That's fine. They can chill in there. This game is a lot more sneak heavy than the other one. They do like their stealth. This guy ever comes around the damn corner. Maybe. Is he alive in here? Like, damn. Here he comes. Maybe. Someday. Possibly. Damn, dude, what are you doing in there? Oop. Don't touch the Squidward tennis balls. Okay. Grab
That's all the
this.
pieces for the music box.
Am I gonna be able to do this in time? I really don't know. Yeah, we'll just wait and play it on the safe side. Figured he'd probably do some shit like that anyways. Hello. I figured maybe it'd speed him up. Well, maybe it did change his pathing a bit. Yeah, nice. I can live with that. Although, definitely need to charge this damn thing faster. Now if he comes back in here, we can just sneak around him on the left. Nope. He's not gonna do it. Though I could still sneak around him. I don't know if there's anything in that little divot that he was in, though. Kind of want to check. I guess we can see if he goes into the room on the right. His right, that is. Not quite yet. Just gonna play this as wide as possible. That way if he does start coming this way, he turned left, okay. Now what's over here? Not a ton. Yep, we're just gonna get back in there. Thought he went around. Well, this is happening. Just give that a second for his little tentacles to go by. Squidward Tortellini? I'm looking for a Squidward tennis balls. There we go. Not entirely sure what the hell that did, but I did it. But we gotta go build the music box so we can go do that. So, down we go. Right on this, then this.
Fixed. Now I just need
And now we have the music box. Doesn't look like that guy got stuck in the spot that he was in last time, but don't even care to check. Because that was some jank shit. Gotta go put the music box over here. Then we can go teleporting.
Here goes nothing.
Because we disabled the towers. And because we got the good teleport, we can get around really quick. Get your heart out, stamina. Like I said, who needs stamina whenever you can just teleport? Betty, what are you doing?
There you are, thank goodness. Wilson's waiting for you downstairs in the laboratory when you're ready. But first, can I get your help with something?
Would it be?
Normally, I wouldn't ask this of a guest, but with all that's happening, I can't sneak out and get things like I usually do. Do you think you could pop round to the farmer's market back in town and find me a few ingredients? We're running quite low in the kitchen, and I was hoping we could all celebrate tonight with a lovely supper. Won't take but a moment if you go by train. Up to you. No pressure.
Subway. When you need to travel, take the train. Catch the subway when you need to travel between Wilson's Retreat and downtown. The next train is always on time. Alright. Well, let's go. Also, no Tommy gun on the table, just a frying pan. And thankfully, all the searchers on the platform are gone. Oh yeah. Fun fact about the whole Bendy trying to murder you thing, even with the subway. The first time I played, he can attack you while you're waiting for the subway on the platform that has nowhere to hide. In case you didn't know that was a thing. It's a thing. Alright, come on, train, before Bendy decides he wants to come kill me. What's this? Or Joey. You're kidding. Like how... Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking heart attacks. I think that's about the most that I've ever puckered in this game, too. Because I was very not prepared for Bendy to just, like, try and murder me on the subway platform. Yep, this is happening. Yeah, whenever the enemies start colliding with each other, they start doing that weird hopscotch thing. Like they collide and then they don't know what to do. It's really weird. It's like they knock each other off the navigation path that they've got. Just gonna go ahead and get this guy. The stuff she needs should be right here. I don't know what live contents are in this box, but we've got them. Coming through, lady. And you don't want your stamina to fully drain, otherwise, yeah, you're stuck walking. Whew. Oh, you would. You ever feel like you just missed your last train? Can't believe the train just left me. I'm prepared to run for my life to that box if I need. Is the train ever coming back? Maybe? I'm waiting for the train to almost get here and then Bendy start attacking. Like, I shit you not, the first time I played this game, that Bendy attack prompt was going for like a good 5 seconds and I warped onto the train. Probably barely made it out. I still have the footage, so I guess I could show it, but it was spooky. And probably very close. Yeah, that's what happens if you use all your stamina, though. You have to wait for it to recharge fully. Here are your supplies.
You're a miracle worker. Oh, truly. Oh, I only wish there was something I could do for you. Oh, wait. I spotted something in the fountain yesterday. Don't know what it's for, but you're welcome to have it.
Oh, wait.
You got to go see Wilson.
You can have this random
downstairs.
crap that I
I've
found.
been waiting ages.
And she's talking about this. It's a little unhappy mug. Which is actually a lot of what the book is talking about earlier. So, mug. A cracked mug lovingly repurposed into a plaything. It may be sad, but it still has life in it yet. Dainty. And said he was in the lab. So this way. Wilson knows your purpose. Well, as long as he doesn't know my porpoise, because I don't own one. And we got like the radioactive looking color barrels and stuff. Just a fair warning, this next hallway is bright as hell. In case anybody wasn't aware. Like, really bright. Painfully bright. It is cool though. Like, I like the colors. It's kind of interesting that Wilson brought color to this place.
Audrey, you made it. Good. Come inside, my dear. We have much to discuss, but make sure you're ready. Where we're going, there will be no return until we've accomplished our mission.
Basically just his fancy way of saying, yeah, this is the point of no return, literally. So,
Thank you for coming all this way. The Ink Demon is a formidable foe. To truly destroy such a monster, he must be dethroned, humiliated.
I do find it kind of funny that he lost his good eye and kept his, like, glass one.
Cast out the demon and put a new
It's kinda
deity
goofy.
in his place.
Like, this is my good eye.
Powerful and controllable. Together, we just need to unleash our ultimate weapon. Come, let me show you my creation. Isn't he beautiful?
Now that
Simple,
is funny.
elegant, a treasure, powerful beyond anyone. The Ink Demon will fall.
Like, look at him.
And we can
My
have
ultimate power weapon.
It could work.
Look how diabolical his little
How will we control it?
plush cheeks
We don't
are.
wanna repeat Joey's mistake.
no.
He will absolutely destroy Bendy.
This must be perfect. The right design, the right science, and the right soul.
Oh no, what a twist.
This is revealed.
Wilson's an asshole.
This is why you're
Who saw that coming?
with your soul inside him. My creation will live forever.
Stay away from me. You're insane.
Come now, Audrey. Part of you knew this was your path.
For Wilson being, like,
Behind
as smart
sin.
as he is, and all-knowing, apparently,
I thought you had a plan to send
He's
me
pretty
home,
dumb.
To make everything right.
I lied. My father is beyond hope. Perhaps you know him.
I think your father's probably
Nathan
dead.
Arch, owner of Archgate, industrial genius, business tycoon.
See, the problem I always had with this,
Lived in his
I don't get if he's supposed to be posing as like an old janitor,
for the grand creatives of
but
the world. The
if he
doers,
isn't
as he called
that
them,
old, or if he is that
only
old,
the best.
I feel like his dad is probably dead.
How could his lonely son ever hope to compete with
Like, how old is
But now,
Junior here?
thanks to you, I can.
Like, what's his actual age?
No need to
If he has an actual age.
My signal prevents you from using those devilish powers of yours. And more importantly, keeps the ink demon from getting in. It's time to die, Audrey. And live
This
again.
man is 100% stupid pulling this way. Like, why would you ever pull backwards in this situation?
Not this time.
Like, why? This man deserved it. Like, why would you ever pull backwards towards blades?
I decided to go for a walk this morning. Took a little stroll down to the park. Enjoyed the warm sun for a while. Found a quiet bench. Even grabbed a hot dog. It's been ages since I've done that. Tessa would kill me if she knew I've been off my diet. When I got back,
Man just get himself a hot dog.
the animation department and said hello to the troops. My gosh, they're getting younger every day. Either that or I'm just getting older. It all made me realize time is moving on. The hard struggles don't seem as dire as they used to. Life has other value. I think I'll go home early today. Maybe I'll even pick up a hot dog for Tessa.
You were birthed. Shadow.
Maybe I'll just pick up a hot dog. You know, I always liked hot dogs.
The question.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong? Also, the ink machine got a little smaller. Face only a mother could love. And even then, I'm pretty sure the mother would say kill it with fire. And they show you that one of his attacks can disable the armor on these things, so. I like the little pirate theme that it's got going on in the background, too. Like it's the ship shanty tune. I very much enjoy the fact that it's just like a remix of that. Go ahead and just keep disabling these. Yeah, we're like super powered now, so we hit them and they absolutely get wrecked. Go ahead and just do this. And he throws 3 of these. Then goes for an anchor toss. Easy peasy. Go ahead and just do this last one. Because animations. Me and you, big boy, me and you, let's go. And also can't leave. What you got? Smack that ass. I do really like his design. It's very spooky looking. Like he's just a creepy bastard. To be fair, this boss fight isn't like super difficult anyways. Ow. Like, he definitely has a really cool design. It's like a half crab, like skeletal monstrosity kind of looking thing. It takes like all the elements of the cartoon that he wanted and puts him as like the organs. Really disturbing. But again, not really a super hard fight. And Wilson's gone. But that does leave his monstrosity. Oh my god. He cut off my legs. Yeah. I think Big Bendy wins. He just drags him back into the ink like, get that weak shit out of my house. Well, I guess it's a good thing I can't bleed. Unless you count ink. I don't think that counts. These aren't roads. They're bones. I mean, even if it was a lie, I still have existence, so... Honestly, I still do really like his redesign. Much more inky, but it's like he's almost got like a skeleton underneath. It's very cool.
What's happening to me?
Damn, we got swole.
There's always a choice. I know you're in there. Deep behind that evil face. Inside somewhere is my little girl. My Audrey. My greatest creation.
I'm scared. I don't know what's happening.
The past doesn't define you, nor the present. In the end, all those years ago, Joey Drew finally succeeded. He created life. But Audrey, you're so much more than that. You were his family, his daughter, my daughter. And I love you so very much.
Be quiet, wretched.
Remember who you are, Audrey. Remember.
Your words are
just a pencil and a dream. Isn't enough. You have to have heart. The future is sealed.
Well, that was disturbing.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm starting over.
This is the end.
She said it. That means it's gotta happen. Also, ain't gonna lie, first time I played this shit, I thought it was badass. Like, whoever thought you'd play as the final boss. It's pretty awesome. Big Bendy, well, Big Macho Bendy does control a little weird though. He's like tank controls, but the camera is the direction. Like it constantly moves forward if you hold forward, but he moves left and right with the camera. It's weird. It's like a pseudo tank control third person kind of thing going on. It's like an amalgamation. It's really weird. So anyways, Alice started blasting.
Audrey, is that you in there? Come on, keep moving. We'll get you through. Tom, make us some trouble.
And it's Tom and Steve! Old Big Steve. I do like this whole ending sequence. It's like very hopeful. Just very overall like fun. Like I'll give them that. And then Porter. Like I like how it reintroduces everyone. It's just shits and giggles kind of fun. Oh yeah, and then Sammy up there. And then just gets shot in the face. Awful lot of little ink people attacking though. I know there's like a ground AoE thing, but I for the life of me can't remember how to do it. There it is. It's left trigger. Yeah, that really gets rid of all of them around you. But yeah, I like the whole teamwork final push thing. It's definitely very cool. Like, 10 out of 10. Unexpected and fun. Can't say I've done too many games where I play as the final boss.
Need some help?
Henry, you came.
Some battles are worth fighting for, even a million times. Come on, I found a projector up ahead. Run for it.
to do better next time.
Does make me wonder if the cycle can ever end, technically. You got Heidi up there, you got Allison, you got a Fisher for some reason. Not sure what he's doing there, but whatever. You got Tom and Steve, a random dead guy on a pipe. Not sure what's up with that, but whatever works. This ending is kind of funny too. It's just like points that shit right in her own face, like, be blind. Be gone, demon. Like, I'm gonna blind you out of me. If I can't see, I can't hurt anyone. Just goofy. And it looks like Joey's old house,
Just because we're born
which
in
is
darkness
kind of rotting away.
doesn't mean we belong to it. We're always free to choose. And here, at the very beginning, there's a choice to make. My father's cartoon world was now mine.
For my daughter, JD.
And to protect. I can make the cycle more bearable for my friends inside. But as for me, I'm the first of my kind. Born of ink, but living in flesh.
Yeah, she can just break her finger whenever she wants.
So, what's next? Who?
And Bendy looking suave. That does leave a lot of questions, though. And honestly, I've done the whole end review before, but I do like the game. I do have quite a few problems with it, but that's kind of neither here nor there. I'm already ranted plenty about that before. I like the game. I like the voice acting. I like the art aesthetic. I like the powers and stuff that they introduced. I like the story. Really, the problem in a lot of cases is just like mechanics and balancing. That's about it. So I'm not really going to go into explicit detail with that sort of stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's a good game. I'd probably not recommend it to people that want something that isn't going to break on them, like, at all. Like, it definitely needs a lot ironed in a lot of ways. Like, it leaves a lot to be desired as a kind of balanced experience at some points. It's not bad, it's just certain things about it are very, very frustrating. Whenever you hit them, you'll definitely know. So, I mean, I'd still recommend trying it if you like the first Bendy. But if you want something that's not going to absolutely piss you off at some points, probably not. I'd still give it like a 7 out of 10. Like, it's good. It's not great or fantastic, but it's good. Like, it's not bad. And for the size of the team that made it, it's pretty amazing what they did. I just would have liked a bit more ironing for certain things. Like, the biggest thing is just Bendy appearing whenever he does. It's just really like, unfortunate. a lot of the time. Like, overall, voice acting, art aesthetic, all of that stuff, especially the guy that did, like, Bendy, just having a ball with it, with the gargly noises and stuff, I love it. Like, that's great. But the gameplay itself was kind of lackluster in some ways. Like, it got really frustrating at points. Like, let's be honest, you can make something look as pretty as you possibly can, but if it ends up being frustrating at one point or another, it probably needs some ironing. I could easily see it being like a 9, but with the way it is, with the weird stuff that was programmed the way that it was, and it's a small team, so again, I'm not going to be too harsh with it. It just needs a little bit of ironing. Like, that's about it. Like, they still did a good job. It could be a 9 easily. It just needs a little bit of polish. That's about it. Like, there's certain things that break. There's certain decisions that are weird. Like, the fast travel system, the whole not having extra weapons. Even the first one had extra weapons, so it's kind of weird that you don't get anything extra. That felt kind of weird. What else? Bendy appearing whenever he does at certain places. The whole just enemy balance thing and like detection system is a little wonky. But I still had fun. Like, it's not bad. It just needs a little ironing, is all. So, that's about it. I mean, I've reviewed it to death. I've ranted during it, so I'm not gonna tear it to pieces. There were people that put good work into it, so I'm not going to just absolutely trash them. I can tell that people put good work into it, so I'm not just going to be like, it's the worst thing ever. It did have some points of frustration, like, I'm gonna be honest. That didn't really mean that I just didn't want to play anymore. I've played some things that are much, much, much worse. But I've also played things that are much, much, much better. So I think 7 out of 10 is fair. If anything, I'm being a teeny bit generous, but it's still fair. Like, it's a good game. It's not a like super wonderful, great, end-all be-all game, but it's a good game. With a little bit of polish, it could be a great game. That's just about all I can say. So, other than that, you can let me know what you guys think, and have a good one.